Everyone knows of solitaire, but did you know that there are a ton more solo player card games that are just as fun, if not more fun? Today, I'm going to teach you 3 of my favorite card games. I'm going to keep it super simple so that you can start to play right after this video. I've even got a couple downloadables just to make things even easier. They're basically the same template, but one is a plain background and one has some fun card designs. Both of them are free and linked in the description. My name's Larissa and this is the Concussion Crew, where we make life a little bit more fun and more brain friendly with tips and tricks, life hacks, and today, some simple games when you're bored at home and can't handle more screen time. If that sounds good to you, hit subscribe so you don't miss out, and let's get started. Let's start with Napoleon's Tomb. This one might look a little complicated because its setup is a little different than solitaire, but once you run through it once, it becomes super simple and really satisfying. The odds are pretty good with this one. This is our 3x3 grid. After shuffling the deck, the first 4 cards go into the side spots. So number 2, number 4, number 6, and number 8. Then you start flipping and discarding cards. When you flip a 6, it goes into the center. That's your foundation. On the 6s, you build down. So 6, 5, 4. Now that the 4 and 6 spot are available, we take 2 cards from our discard pile and fill those spots. Then we go back to flipping cards. We're looking for a number 3 or a number 7. 7s go in the 4 corner spots and they build up. So we can take this number 8 and pop it onto the 7. And then we're going to refill that number 4 spot and continue flipping cards. I've got a 9, so that can build onto the 8. I've got a 3 to go on to my number 4. Another 7 is going to go into one of the other corners. Oh, another 7. A 10 goes on top of the 9. Then I can put the jack. Then I can put the queen. And a king. So this corner is full. 2 and ace. And I'm going to start building down on the 6s here. So the 6 goes right there. And then a jack and another from the discard pile. And we just keep going. So the 8 goes on the 7 and the 9 goes on the 8, and something from the discard fills the empty spot. And now this 10 can go there. The jack can go there. We're going to fill from the discard pile. Here's our last 7. Oh, okay, so, and now we're going to put the queen. I missed that queen, so I'm putting the queen there. I'm adding from the discard pile, and I have a king there. So now I'm paying attention, trying to find a 5 and a couple of 8s. Oh, so close, guys. Now, you can go through your discard pile one time. So we're going to go right back through again. We've got a 4 And we cannot touch this 3. Come on. Oh, we've got an 8. And 2 and the ace, and pull 2 cards from the discard pile. The 6 is going to go right on top of that ace, and we're going to pull another card from the discard pile to fill the empty spot. And we keep on flipping. 5 and the 4, and fill from the discard pile. 3, 2, ace, and then we're starting with 6 again, and then we're filling from the discard pile. Oh, 5, 4, we've got a queen from the discard pile. 10, okay, so jack, queen, king. So now we fill from the discard pile. 1, 2, 3, game over. So I did not win this round. And that's Napoleon's tune. I've seen people play where they allow themselves to use the discard pile as an extra thing to draw from. And I've seen people who, as they're playing the game, instead of putting 6s into the discard pile, they'll put them over on the side so that as soon as you put down that ace, you can grab a new 6 and get started. You do you, however easy you want to make it on yourself, that's totally fine. It's one of my favorites. Now let's try accordion. It's another one where you do need to pay a little bit of attention, but it's not super complicated with math and things like that. Accordion starts by dealing 6 cards in a row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the rule is you can stack a card onto the one right next to it if it matches in suit or rank. So this jack can go on top of the 3 because they're both diamonds. You can also stack cards by skipping 2, and then again, if this one matches suit or rank. So because this is also a diamond, I am going to skip these 2 and put my stack of diamonds right on top. And then because 4 is spades and queen is spades, the 4 is going to go on top of the queen. Then you just continue flipping 1 card at a time and seeing if it matches the one next to it, or skip 2 and the final one. So king does not, or spades and kings, 9s and diamonds, they do not go together, and this does not go together. And this is the whole game. You just spread things out as much as possible. Oh, so now I can make the choice. I could either put the 7 of spades here on the jack of spades, or skip 1, 2, and put it on the king. For simplicity's sake, I'm just going to put it on the jack. So here I've got queen of diamonds, queen of clubs, so they're both queens. And now these guys are both diamonds, so I will move that guy over. The goal is to end with as few stacks as possible. Getting just 1 stack is super rare, and getting to 2 or 3 or even 4 stacks feels like a huge win. And sometimes you just end up with chaos all over the table, the floor, wherever you're playing. I find the best part of accordion is that you don't know until the end. Sometimes things just fall together, and in the last couple of cards, Everything folds like an accordion. They start stacking on each other, and when you thought you were going to lose and have 52 cards all laid out, you end up with 2 stacks, and it's amazing. It's such an amazing feeling when you're like, this is not ending well, and then bam, 2 stacks. I am magnificent. So satisfying. Now let's take a look at 11s. I'm going to pull out my template again, even though 11s actually is a 4x3 grid. So what I'm going to do is put 3 cards down, and then I'm going to put 3 cards across plus an extra one on the end. When you're laying out your cards, if you have a face card come up, you're going to put that at the bottom of the deck. Now that you have 12 different cards, you are looking for pairs that add up to 11. Like 9 plus 2 is 11. So you're going to take your deck and flip over 2 cards, and you're going to put 2 cards on top of the pair that adds up to 11. Now, this queen means that this stack is done. So we do not want to get too many face cards too early. I've got another 2 and 9 here, so I'm going to put those down. We've got 10, and the aces are worth 1, so we'll put 2 here. And that's all there is to it. 7 plus 4, 5 plus 6, 10 plus 1, 7 plus 4, 5 plus 6, 8 plus 3. And at this point, we are not completely covered in face cards. However, we have no more pairs that add up to 11. So this game is over. The goal of 11s is to end up with no more cards in your hand, and for all 12 face cards to be covering the 12 different piles in front of you. If you end with a face card on each pile and no more cards left in the deck, you win. 11s is fairly easy. As long as you're doing your 11 math, you're good. And that's it. 5 single player games that are not solitaire, but will help to reduce your screen time. Which one are you trying first? Or do you have more games that we could add to the list? Make sure you drop that in the comments. We're going to put a link to the free downloads on our website. You can download either of the 2 templates and print them off for free and get started today. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more fun ideas, and remember that you are not alone trying to find ways to distract your brain, fill your time, and stay off of social media a little bit.